Today I'm going to be installing the rear motor mount for the Ford Focus ST, my Ford Focus ST. And I'm doing this because this car is known for wheel hop, and I kind of just want to work on my car. So I got this thing for like 60 bucks off a guy. He had it on for like 200 miles and decided he wanted to go for a stiffer mount. So I got a nice deal on it, and yeah, I'm just going to try it out and see how it helps with the wheel hop. So yeah, I'll just walk you guys through the install. Have a good time out here in the garage. So let's do this thing. All right, so the first thing with these focuses, I'm gonna show you. You gotta take off this undercarriage right here. Basically, you just need some T30 Torx bit guys. Anyway, get to work on this. Man, where'd my light go? Oh, I should probably get that. Okay, 1 second. Okay, that's removed with the help of a little 10 mil. All right, so now that that's done, I'm gonna replace a very warm part on this car because I just drove to the hardware store, and I don't know how well, of course the light is blocking, and I just smacked you guys on that shit. So basically this bracket right here is to the back of the motor, connected here. And this mount right here is what I'm gonna be replacing with a Cobb motor mount. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the new part and get it down here so we can take a look. So now that I've found out that everything's been out of focus, this is the new mount that I'm putting in right here. Made by Cobb, of course. And this is kind of the stage 1 mount. You can do stiffer ones than this, but I just want to get rid of the wheel hop in this car, or at least get it almost gone, and hopefully help reduce a little bit of torque steer as well. And while I also was able to get a good deal on this one, and I don't want to introduce too much vibration because this is my daily and I just want it to be a little bit sportier and handle a little bit better. So yeah, I'm not going to go over the top with this. So let's go ahead and try to get this thing off and put the new one on. All right guys, so I have removed the bolt right here that goes to the center of the mount, and right here that goes to well, the other side. And now you can see I can actually move the entire engine. So now I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this out. I think I have to take this bracket off as well, which isn't that hard to do. It's just a couple other bolts. So I'll just kind of figure out what I got to do here and slide this out, slide the new one in, bolt it back up, easy as pie, nothing crazy. All right guys, so I decided taking this mount off, along with this mount, you got to get to this bracket, which is going to the down pipe. Basically, I had to get rid of this bracket. I'm going to take this off, and then I'll be able to get to a point where I can freely maneuver this bracket down here. So I'm gonna leave a link to another video that explains this pretty well and what tools you need, but I'm gonna try to just chip my way through this real quick. You know, sometimes I really wish I would just go out and buy some ratcheting wrenches, because it would save me a lot of time. But then other times I'm like, I kind of like just being down here, even if it's like one slow turn at a time, you know? I kind of just get to talk to myself, which I think I do plenty of. Holy crap, I'm getting so much rust in my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and put some glasses on. Yeah, you really should do this before you even start working on the car, but you know, you live and you don't learn, I think. So time to get comfy and keep twisting away at this until it comes off. And then when this comes off, I think this bracket's gonna fall in my face. And then when it falls in my face, we'll have enough clearance to get the motor mount out of here. And when we have enough clearance to get the motor mount out of here, that means we can put the new one in here. So we're almost there. I just need this bracket to come off some direction. Well guys, I'm chilling right now because there is a bolt on this bracket. Basically I ended up taking all the bracketing off around this other bracket that goes to the motor mount. So basically every single piece of this mount that connects to the motor, I am removing in order to get space to actually slide it all the way out. And I just need a 15mm deep socket because I want to torque this down correctly. Otherwise, I mean, I feel like it's kind of important, you know, one of the main motor mounts that is holding your engine to the car be torqued to the proper specs. So I could get this off with just my 15mm wrench, but I won't know how tight I get it when I put it back on. So I need this to take it off and get it back on anyway. All right, well, I'm waiting to figure out what to do with the motor mount, but in the meantime, I'm gonna unbox my new exhaust. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so excited to put this on. I also have a catless downpipe coming soon. So what I'm gonna do is, in a separate video, do this catback and do stock catback versus catless turbo back, and kind of compare all of those different exhaust variations for this NVIDIA exhaust. And I'm gonna make that in the next video. So I'm just putting this in here, so be ready for that. But we're gonna finish up putting this motor mount in. So I couldn't get that bolt taken off because I needed a 15mm deep socket, and my kit only goes up to 14mm. I believe it goes from 10 to 14. So yeah, Amazon overnight has saved my life once again. And as you can see, it is the next morning. And yeah, so I'm gonna sip on this coffee and get down there and get the rest of the mounts off and then slide the new one in. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Hey guys, this is an interesting angle, but I just got my shit wrecked on this bolt, and pretty much all I had to do was spray this super hard with some PB Blaster to get it to come free, and sacrifice my thumb a little bit on the oval bracket bolts. So that's kind of unfortunate, but the top bolt is now loose. It's 15mm. I just got to keep cranking on it. I don't have a ratcheting wrench, which is extremely unfortunate. So if you do this, get one of those, 15mm. And we're almost there. I'll keep grinding. All right, so we got the new one on. So she's sitting in there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting on all the old bolts again. I got the piece of shit one up here in there, and just gonna go around and start putting the brackets back up, and then we can go ahead and take this thing for a spin. So we got it installed. I just did a quick startup, and you can kind of hear, rather feel the difference. There's a little bit more vibration kind of in the cabin, and honestly you can hear a little bit more of the like the lower exhaust notes even with the stock exhaust. I think it's just because we're connected a little bit to the downpipe, and just the entire engine itself is obviously vibrating. So I think a little bit more of that's getting transferred into the frame itself. And yeah, it's pretty tame though, nothing crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a drive. I'm not gonna record while I'm driving. I'm just gonna give you guys my thoughts afterwards. And yeah, let's take it for a spin and give it a test. Well, basically, to make a short story short here, this thing shifts a little nicer now. It's a little bit notchier. The wheel hop's gone in a first gear pull or anything like that. It's completely gone. And it's kind of just more fun to drive, honestly. Like, it just feels a little bit better, a little bit more crisp. And yeah, you can tell, I mean, this might just be placebo, but it kind of feels like it has a little bit more torque. I think that might just be because, well, placebo partially, but also just less give and vibration. So the motor can, you know, get itself to work easier without losing energy inside the mount. And yeah, overall, super happy with it. I did notice at idle, it's a little bit more vibration, but it's honestly, it's just nothing crazy. Like, I don't think you would really even notice much of a difference if you had a passenger in here or anything like that. So yeah, super happy with this.